Wait, come on. Yeah, there we go. Finally. Alright, finally it's working though. Alright, I got it working. Now I just have to change the quality here. Shot. Alright, perfect, yes. Alright, now we're in business. Alright, let's do some questing in this game here. Alright, so getting off here. Alright, let's do some questing. Alright, let's go maybe over here. Talk to Pierce Camper. Alright. Yeah, okay, Mom. Nope, one area. Alright. Wait, talk to him.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
Okay. I find them intriguing. There was in that one.
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Hogwarts caretaker is an important job. He's too big for his boots. I'm gonna say that, too big for his boots.
He is a bit much for a caretaker, but he means well, and he's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly, until you started clearing them out.
My apologies, you know better than Mr. Moon. I would say that one. You know better than Mr. Moon.
The statues are a form of bullying. You'll know better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Talk to Gladwin Moon. Alright. Let's go talk to him. Yeah, Hogwarts map. This one please. Yeah, here. Alright, let's go talk to Gladwin Moon.
What are you up to now?
It's all the way down there.
coward, always a coward. Just ask Duncan Hobhouse.
Alright, let's do it.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues.
It was someone you bullied at in school. It was your friend in school. I would say it was someone you bullied in school.
It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes that nickname. Yes, he is him.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, he had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Okay. Very weird. Oh, nice. Alright, get this other next quest here. Hold on. The high I keep though, or hold on. Let's do this one. Wait, network map. Cogs main map. Alright. Go here now.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
Why does he sound like a man though? That's kind of weird though in this game. Like does it sound like a man to you? Huh?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I could try and stop by. Let's see this one.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying traveling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity. What with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. Ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of
A
Hogsmeade.
friend indeed.
Please do give Dot my love.
I guess I'll just do Oh, nice. Ooh, there's another quest over here that I have to do those. So let's get this other quest log here.
You'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
What? How frustrating with you, for you?
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
I'll do it.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why is this? Why this one is generic?
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing two snidgets with one stone.
Alright, what else is in the cellar?
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
Alright, I'll do it.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Alright, so let's do the other quest first. So, give me a second here. Alright, this one. Alright, let's go to yeah, here. Alright, yeah, one that. Right, wait. Here.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
New instruments are expensive, you know. More powerful than the...
There were these like that quest again. Right, it's this one. Oh, this one here.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenwell potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, though, I have some with me.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The traveling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aiden took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Alright, let's enter this one.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Right.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Okay. Alright, so it looks like I need to go right there. Okay, I can fly over there.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle abandoned.
I'll get Goblin help. Hopefully by rubbing you. If it isn't Nora Treadwell's guardian.
Accio, arrest those listen. Descendo.
No, well that was pretty easy. Right, let's go in here.
Leave the Horklumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find... Better have a look around. See if I can find that box of letters.
Incendio!
That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Oh, I know this cave. I've been here before, but I haven't done this quest before. So, yeah. Alright, where do I go? Go down here.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Incendio! Fringo!
Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Arresto Relentum Repulsor. Descendo.
That's all stuff though.
Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio.
He's so stuck.
Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Really stuck right there.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. That's foul hulking brute.
Oh yeah.
Revelio.
Alright, let's get these symbols. Alright. Alright.
This must be Sorona's box of letters.
Okay.
I should take this box of letters to Sorona. I think that's everything.
Yep, and
Sorona will be glad to have this back.
Oh, that was very interesting, though. You had to defeat that that troll, though. That was pretty. So. Oh, cool! It's almost like time. Back in this block there. Alright, let's go talk to her again.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.